Welcome, everybody, to episode 5 of The Quest Company.
My name is Zara, and I'm a skilled, trained healing cleric and a powerful elf unlike any you've ever seen before. Well, I guess I should say unlike any I have ever seen before, since I've never seen an actual elf in my life. You see, I was raised in a very sheltered, secluded forest by my adopted mother, a gnome paladin, Gulliana, or I would call her Mama G. See, I was dropped on Mama G's doorstep as a baby, and she believed it was her duty by the gods to raise me and train me to be a great warrior and healer. We had a good, quiet life together, which sadly recently ended as Mama G died this year. Before she passed, she was tormented by dreams and was going mad. She kept telling me there was more I needed to know, and I needed to find a letter, and after tearing the house apart, I finally found it, but it was too late. She was gone. And now my life is riddled with questions. What is so important about this letter, and why didn't she tell me about it sooner? And the worst part of all, no matter how hard I try, I can't open it. So my mission is to open this letter and find out who I truly am.
Tabitha was abandoned by both her parents when she was just a baby. She grew up alone, but was somehow always taken care of. She learned how to make weapons for herself and trained herself for protection. When she was 16, she killed the leader of the town, Crestport, and most of his forces. And no one knows why she killed him. But for that, she spent 8 years isolated in prison.
I am Frank. Bony, lacking flesh, a harbor for foreign moss, a simple skeleton. My death should come as no surprise, seeing as that I am no longer alive, but it happened and it was wet. My father, Ralph, he let me call him Ralph, taught me the secrets of the seas. Well, not all of the seas, mostly the 100-mile radius around our hometown of Bankland. When I was a teenager, this is back when I had skin and whatnot, my father, Ralph, he was a bounty hunter or something. I could never find out for sure. He just disappeared from the ship that I was on, and that turned into a whole ordeal. Some people in Bankland, more specifically a bastard by the name of Salty Jim, wondered out loudly how the hell such a seasoned sailor can end up just up and vanish. And so he was paying my father or something for deeds, and he wasn't happy at the loss, so he blamed Ralph's death on me. And if you must really know, I was put in prison and with this wizard dude guy named Mike. But he preferred to be called Old Mike. Mike saw something in me, or what the what, and gave me his wizard book, which I used to kill Salty Jim's entire crew. As you can imagine, Salty Jim was not a big fan of this turn of events, and he tried to kill me. Well, kill is such a big word. Let's say he tried to dispose of me with a certain length of chain. So while my body drowned out in the sea, me was still alive for some reason. And I just followed the dark sea for a while, walking along the bedrock until time no longer existed, and fish had just ripped and torn at my body until I was nothing more than a few clumps of meat stuck on some stubborn bones. I came across an island at one point, free of any trees or life, and I sat there, waiting for my bones to dry and my soul to leave this corporeal plane, but my bones simply never ceased dripping, and moss began to grow in places. So I took this as a challenge. A second chance for vengeance, a return, an opportunity rare and incredible. I knew at that moment, at that precise moment, that I would destroy the Salty Jim, that mongoloid fuck, that literal bastard, even if it cost me my soul.
Hello. My name is Roarke Blackwater. I was born on my mother's ship, the Devil's Maiden, 7 years after she became Pirate Queen. I only ever heard rumors and whispers of how my mother gained her title. I grew up on the ship, learning from an early age the ways of the sea and of piracy. Never knew my father and was never told much about him. As I grew up, I trained extensively in fighting with 2 blades and became quite the expert swordsman. I was always well liked by the crew, even more so than my mother, who they thought at times could be cruel and unfair to them. When I was close to coming of age, there was secret talk amongst the crew of me perhaps taking over for her. I'd begun to be a part of our planning and war council and shown myself to be a fearless fighter and a natural leader. The last few raids we went on in which my ideas were ignored hadn't gone well, and the crew wasn't happy. Once she caught wind of this potential mutiny, she was enraged and decided to squash it by marooning me on a remote island, bound, gagged, and blindfolded. By the time I was able to free myself, the Devil's Maiden was long gone. I was on the island for weeks, living off what edible vegetation I could find and spearfishing in a nearby reef. One day, a small fishing boat happened to pass by and saw my smoke signals calling for help. Despite them being terrified by my appearance once they were close enough to get a good look at me, I convinced them to give me safe passage back to the mainland. That was 5 years ago. Since then, I've found work as a bounty hunter and mercenary, mostly for coastal law enforcement. I hunt pirates. Not because I have a strong desire to bring them to justice, but because I'm looking for a way to find my mother. With every pirate I capture, it's one more clue, one step closer to catching up with her. When I track her down, I will kill her, and I will claim the Devil's Maiden as my own.
Previously on the Quest Company.
Well, we figured that, whoever was in charge of this whole cult thing was probably really into killing, so we figured what better way to get into the kill club than to, and then I pull out my pistol and shoot her.
I'm not gonna fight you, Margot.
Frank, you should definitely fight
Not gonna fight you, Margot.
I know, Frank.
Oh, Margot, you tricked me good. You tricked me well. I'm gonna get you back, you little bitch.
Patrons that were along this wall are currently some are very close to death, and some are because they can't hear it all, and they're just like.
Oh, that's what deaf people sound like?
And you see a small shimmer behind her, and she just disappears.
Oh.
Well, shit.
Well, that's hardly fair.
I've been trapped here for years.
That makes a lot of sense, because let me tell you, Stan, you had zero personality.
Guys, what is this?
It's a leather-bound book.
Oh, shoot, you're right, Dan.
You gather this is probably a journal. She starts turning to dark arts. Ooh. Eventually you see a name, Bolest, start to appear.
Bolest.
I have a disease.
The church has been gone for years.
Oh.
We could start a new one.
Right here.
To the sewers. Give it up for Dan.
All right. Dan, everybody.
Joining us is Sarah Zanotti,
Hi.
who is playing Zara. And the door swings open as Tabitha has been working on the lock.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Completely stealth. You guys begin making your way into the sewer.
Just crunch down on that juicy watermelon.
So,
Oh, that's great radio. That slurp.
Frank,
Joe loves
Tabitha, Roarke, and now Zara.
Hey.
The band of intrepid adventurers make their way into the sewer system underneath Dagger Point.
Yes.
Great. How wide is the tunnelway through the sewers here?
Initially, you can probably fit two people together,
All right.
sideways, or side by side. You don't know going forward what it will turn into.
Fair enough.
It might widen out, it might not. Currently, right now, you're going through a cistern, you're traveling through a tube.
Gotcha.
I like tubes.
Well,
Bet you do, Frank.
Roarke, since you just love to abandon people, do you want to go first? It's after you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
after
hang
you.
back with Frank.
You know what? Fine.
Okay.
You and I point to the elf. I say, you can come up front with me.
Okay.
You got a shield, right?
Yes, and I have a name too.
What's your name?
Zara.
Great.
Zaria, nice to meet you.
Zara?
Okay, all right. All right.
Why was that funny to me?
So marching order is?
Great. So
Frank
Roarke
and
and Zara in front.
No.
what?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Tabitha
Frank on
and
couch,
Frank
we're back.
in the back.
And back.
About
I would
10.
like to just a note, be looking for traps as we go, and I also have my swords drawn.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
I would like to do the same.
Okay.
And have like my warhammer ready.
If it's dark, I like to press to digitate.
You got a 21 perception.
Okay.
I've got a 17.
17? Okay.
Oh, wait. I'm sneaking.
No. Really?
Is anyone else sneaking?
Never
Yeah,
how's
I'm
about we
definitely
all
not
sneak?
sneaking. I'm not sneaking.
You're not?
I don't want to
you're not-
snake.
Frank.
I don't feel like it.
Oh, gosh.
We can take care of them.
Frank, I could stealth for both, probably.
Will you tiptoe just a little bit, Frank? Doesn't matter. I'm not.
God.
Doesn't matter. I just rolled.
I think that's
I'm
the
not,
first time
I'm not
you've ever
sneaky
gotten-
at all right now.
I'm not sneaky at all either. Well, then that one.
Me too!
Yeah, me.
Now,
Can we just?
buddies. How
Can we just?
cute.
Can we reset?
That was 3 nat ones because I just got one too.
Oh, no way!
I'm prestidigitating.
So you know,
Frank was on the right choice.
you don't know that you're sneaking poorly.
That's true. We
No,
think we're
yeah,
doing so
but just
damn
out of
good.
character, we're just acknowledging that we rolled 3 ones.
Correct. Yes. Side note, Zara, going forward. Chainmail puts you at disadvantage for sneaking
Great.
things, so you would have to roll twice. You rolled a 1, so it doesn't
okay.
matter.
It was bad anyway.
Also, just for the record, I don't have a shield. I was just being sassy with you.
Oh, shit.
But so you know.
Anyway,
Fair
great.
But separate.
I thought you were a protection cleric. Or you had a fighting. Oh wait, no, that was never mind. That was when she played a paladin. All these past campaign things.
Yeah.
So never mind.
Joe, you're here now. See, we're touching
I
people.
know,
We're
yeah.
touching people.
So about 10 to 15 minutes pass of walking through this cauldron, and you start to see bars coming up.
Like climbing bars? Or like bars?
No, bars.
Bars, okay.
Filtration system on a sewer. So
It's gonna take some time.
you guys pass through the bars rather easily. They're wide spaced. They're not necessarily meant to stop a human being. You have now entered the main underbelly of Dagger Point.
Do we still have the masks
On?
Yeah,
on?
I think
Okay,
we
cool.
do.
I'm
Yes.
just making sure. Cool.
You do.
Okay.
What? I do, right?
You took yours
I gave-
off.
I
You can
gave
put
her-
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I gave it to her. But it... So we're not going to experience... I need smoke down here. Never mind. I'll just keep letting you have it still.
Thank you.
We'll see.
Great.
Okay.
So does the hallway look like it just goes straight ahead from here?
Yes. So you would have to move up to like right there, just because of how this is going to function. But
Great.
moving up,
Keep on moving up.
you see what looks like the continuation of the hallway.
And you're continually looking for traps, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got a 21 on
What's
that.
like the light in here? Is it really dim or?
It's a very low light situation.
I prestidigitated.
He
I believe.
Prestige.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
okay.
Yes.
Great.
Well,
Light fills the area.
Yay!
keep
nice.
moving.
The stench is unbearable. You are in the sewer system.
Are we like wading through it?
Currently, yes.
Is there poo poo?
It is a sewer system.
No.
Roll for smell.
Roll.
You
roll
need a
for
natural
poo.
20.
Roll for poo.
You got a 1. There's lots of poo.
Oh.
I don't like how this is starting.
I don't either.
No, you should be happy. I'm rolling low.
All these ones.
That's true.
That's good.
The next one will be a 20
Oh,
to attack. You're gonna be screwed. Just keep moving.
Right. Well, it looks like the path splits off a couple ways ahead. Do we want to?
Oh,
we should
would
all.
you care to split off? You're really good at it.
No,
so
Tabitha.
we can go.
I would
You
like
have
to-
go.
No, I would like to stay together, Tabitha. I'm sorry that I thought our friend here might have a little more information.
Friend, but
than
you
she
don't know
had.
who this person is. Sorry, no offense.
Tabitha, I call. Have you not heard me call random strangers friend frequently throughout the first 4
it's
episodes?
Fucking weird.
On another hand, I suggest we go right. That's just me, though.
You know what, Frank?
Yeah, fine,
That sounds-
fine,
that sounds
fine,
about
fine.
right.
All right, let's do that then.
Ooh,
So
you
once
guys
we-
are a cheery bunch.
Yeah,
Alright.
thanks. All right.
Okay. So you guys are wanting to move into this room here?
Yes.
Yeah.
The room to the right.
No worries.
You sounded like chicken by chicken bun.
Sorry.
Sorry. Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig. It's a lifetime supply of chicken. From chicken bun.
Well, that
It's a dead end.
looks like a dead end. It certainly appears to be a dead end.
So you know, in the back corner of this room,
Oh, great.
you see, you see 2 bodies. Both leaned up against this what looks to be destroyed, crashed-in wall that leads to the eventual dead end of this room.
Hey, Frank, could you, like, hit them with something to make sure they're dead? Do you have like a ball of flame or something?
Well, let me see. I could.
Do they see us?
I don't know if they're moving. I just
They're
want
not
to see if
necessarily
they're
moving at
dead.
this point.
Well, I can just go over there and hit it with my arm. Or just punch him.
Yeah, okay, Frank.
All right, I'll do
Sure,
that.
Yeah, up to
Great.
you. I got
Great.
your back, though. We got you.
But if they have anything, I'm keeping it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so
Tell
we're,
you what, you check one and I'll check the other one.
Okay.
So we'll do that.
so where are people going?
I'll check the one on the left.
And
Okay.
Frank's checking the
This
right.
one, my left, your left.
The left as we're looking at it.
Cool. My left.
Yes.
Stage left.
Frank is going to this
Stage
one.
left even.
Are you guys going anywhere?
No.
You're staying where you are?
I'm saying I would like to look at the other direction to make sure no one's coming.
You want to check this way? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you move down this way.
Still in eyesight of the guys.
I'll flip
I'm not
it in a
running
second.
away or anything like that.
You don't see anything coming.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna stand guard.
You two. As you approach these bodies, one begins to turn its head. And it just...
Oh, bummer.
Oh, body's moving.
roll initiative.
Body's moving, body's moving.
Okay.
That's an 8
Oh my
initiative.
gosh. 6.
That's 14.
4. Maybe we need to relocate.
Yeah.
Where we are.
Everybody change
Configuration at the
seats.
table.
Everybody change.
All right.
This.
All right. So what do we have numbers-wise?
6 for Brooke.
6,
4.
8, 4,
14.
14. Okay.
Oh, go Frankie Poo.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Frank,
Yes.
you see this creature begin to turn, and the first thing you see is the skin around its face has begun to rot away. You see pieces of bone. It just like the veins that travel up into the face are greenish and black. Eyes completely like milked over, and it just turns its head. You're first.
I'm gonna take my arm and bop him in the head.
Roll to hit.
Roll the hit. 17
17 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
damage. That's a D8, right?
Yeah.
Why is your arm
7.
so strong?
Is that plus anything?
Ah,
Yeah, your dex, right?
my
Strength.
dex-
Strength.
My strength. That's 8.
8. Okay.
Just having an idea for future fighting.
Oh ho.
This creature, the creature on the left, turns and sweeps wildly at you, Roarke, just blindingly fast. It's gonna roll hit. That's gonna be that plus. It's gonna be a 14 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay.
Here we go. Jonah's tough.
So you take 6 points damage,
Oh, okay. All right.
and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie.
Dang.
That'll be a 19.
It's a
A
friend.
19.
Yeah.
Okay. You feel your limbs begin to like lock up. You feel your limbs begin to lock up, and your body wants to like not be able to move,
Ooh.
but you shake it off and prepare yourself. It's your turn.
Great. While I'm sitting pretty at 2 hit points, I'm going to, because I took 8 earlier.
I was like, what?
Yeah. So I'm gonna take 2 swipes at homeboy in front of me.
Okay.
First one is a 12,
Okay. That will hit.
and the second one is a 24.
That will hit.
Great. So the first one will do 6 damage,
Okay.
and the second one will do 10 for a total of 16.
Good deal.
Nice.
I love when you feel confident about your hits.
Take
Love it.
2 huge hacks into the arm of it. Its arm bites it in the first one. One of its arms completely falls off. The second scimitar plunging into its rib cage, cutting through some ribs. It is now in your sword basically, but it's still trying to like claw with one arm at you. Tabitha, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take a sword or a bow and an arrow.
Which one?
But that one.
The one on the right.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
Let's break this really bad bully. 17?
17?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
That's a 6, right?
It is a d6. Yes.
1.
1?
Ooh.
Is that plus anything?
Oh, 5.
Be plus your dex. So 5.
Nice.
Okay.
A little bit better, a little bit better.
Frank, you see an arrow into its shoulder. And it's like, looks down at it, but it's still just kind of creeping. It's moving. This one moving much slower, especially after being hit with your own arm. Zara, it's your turn.
Oh gosh.
I'm sorry.
I guess I'll run up to the one by Roarke and smash it with my warhammer.
All right. That would be 5, 10,
If I can
15,
make
20,
it.
25, 30. You cannot
Can't
make it.
make it.
Do you have anything ranged?
Yeah, I'll get close enough to try to shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay, so about like there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And not hit
You're good.
my crew. Okay.
Let's roll 1.
4.
Plus your dex.
6.
So a total of 6. Misses.
Oh yeah. That's rough.
You you lock the bolt in and aim to fire and just and it sticks into the ricochets off the rocks behind it as it just cuts right next to it.
Dang. Okay. Great. That's all I got.
Okay.
Yep.
It is now the second creature's turn. It's going to attack you, Frank.
No.
With a 9 to hit you.
How do I know what I...
Your armor class.
I don't know that. How do
I believe your base armor class is what, 12?
I'm sorry. Have you not known this whole time?
No, I have not known. I haven't needed to know.
Wait,
He's
what?
never gotten a hit. That's right.
Are
no
you
one's
kidding
ever
me?
gone for
May
him.
I see the player's handbook?
Wait,
Wow.
I'm sorry, what?
In 5 episodes, no one has ever tried to go for Frank.
No, wait, does he not know his armor class? Is
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it 10 plus your dex?
Wait, I've been hit
I don't
before.
know that he's
I
adding
thought
his
so,
dex
too.
because he's in just a robe.
No, I think that it's just like 10 plus your dex is like the
Do you have a good
least AC
Yeah.
thing that you can
Pretty
have.
good.
Oh, that was funny, Joe.
I
you,
just...
you don't know your...
That's why I laughed.
I didn't know. I mean...
I mean, like, good
No,
for you.
but if
you
you
haven't
think
had to
about
know,
it-
so like that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, if you think about it, they always, every time he's ever been hit, it's been like a 3 or something. It never hits. It's always been like a 10.
Yeah.
It's never been anything
Oh my
high.
gosh.
Wow.
I didn't get hit by... Did I get hit by George?
No. It was only me and Roarke.
Yeah.
Wow.
You were over on this, like, I think you kind of
Just
got
like-
in the area to, like, thunder wave him, but
Yeah.
I'm just over there with, like, a butcher knife
Yeah.
in my chest.
You
and he
died
took-
once already. You got unconscious.
Yeah.
So I'm impressed. I'm
Sheesh.
impressed with your
Man.
skill right now.
Oh my gosh.
That is crazy.
Are you a Dexy wizard?
No.
Yeah. 16 dex plus 3.
Oh, so you've probably got an AC. I'm pretty sure he's got an AC 13.
We'll say 13 for right now.
All right.
And I'll do
So
more
then if he
searching
done,
later. Does not hit them.
Powerful.
That's so
oh my
funny.
gosh.
As this creature swings out at you, and you just
Ridiculous.
move slightly back and
Can I yell to Frank? Can I say, Frank, toss me a finger?
Oh.
No.
One finger?
Frank, just trust me, toss me a finger.
Frank, it's your turn.
Are you going to put it in your bow?
Yes.
No.
Frank,
and I take
Frank,
up my arm
Frank.
to go down and...
It's stronger than one of my arrows. Frank, just let me borrow a
my
finger.
gosh.
That's 16.
16 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's a 7.
Okay.
Nice.
Valid.
Frank, give me a finger. I will give it back.
I don't want it to get lost in all this.
Frank,
this
is that your turn?
Sewage. Yeah.
Okay. It is the second creature's, or the first creature's turn. Is going to roll to hit Roarke again.
Oh, God.
Okay. It misses.
Okay.
Woo.
Okay.
as it reaches out along the sword, trying to get you with its one arm, but it just can't get close enough. Roarke, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna take a swipe at homeboy.
Okay.
That is a 24.
That'll hit.
Great. That's 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
And then I will take another one if he's not dead yet.
He's not dead yet.
That is 12 to hit.
It hits.
That is 11 damage.
11 damage total?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, 11 plus 5, so 16
11 plus 5? Sweet. With that, you stick him with one sword while your sword is plunged in his ribs. You shove it through the center of his body. And while it kind of backs up and starts to come forward again, you pull the other one out and just take its head off.
Yeah.
Dead.
Gone. Frank,
Um,
I promise.
Tabitha, it's your turn.
Frank, it's gonna go in the skeleton and
Do you
I will
not have
get
any
it.
arrows?
I do, but yours is strong. Your arms and your limbs are strong.
If I throw it, it might get lost in the sewage. You might not catch it. I don't trust you that much. You just shoot your arrow.
You don't trust me?
No, it's nothing personal.
What are you doing,
Can we not
Tabitha?
have this? There's a skeleton right in front of me.
I just rolled a 20.
Oh.
And that's 20?
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot the skeleton.
With a natural 20?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. And double the dice.
Oh gosh. 3, 4, 5, 7, 14.
You just double the dice.
Oh, just kidding, 6. Now do I add my dex?
Then you add your dex.
10.
10. Okay.
Nice.
With that...
It was what?
Gonna get it. With that... right in the head. And the creature just falls back.
Nice.
With a...
I'd be looting the body.
I really
loot the
thought
other
about
one.
shooting you for a minute. I was like,
You sure?
both of you roll
no, I
investigations.
can't.
Investigation.
That is, I am proficient in that.
Landed on a
so
corner.
What do I add? 2?
You're 2 and then
6.
what's investigation?
Not the best.
5?
I'm very perceptive, but
7?
not very investigating right
So out of
now.
7.
23.
Roarke, you find nothing.
Great.
Frank, you find nothing.
Oh, God damn it! This is all for nothing.
Whatever these things are, they were probably stripped of their belongings before being thrown down here.
Bummer.
Can I look at the wall that's crumbled?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are you trying to perceive? Because you might not even have to roll. Just
I'm just like how it fell apart, like what happened to it, if there's like a distinct beginning to, I don't know, just more about it.
it more so right now looks like just a cave-in, like
Okay.
a collapse and just faulty architecture. If you'd like to roll a nature check?
Would love to roll
Sure.
a nature check.
While she's doing that, can I look at their pupils? Do they have eyeballs?
Uh-huh.
Can I look at their pupils?
Their eye is completely like milk white over.
Cool.
12.
A 12? Yeah, it's cave-in.
Okay. If my arrow's around, I'll pick it up.
Same.
Okay. You find it having ricocheted off.
Wait. Wait a second.
And load it.
I put those eyeballs in my eyes.
Yeah, I don't think you
George
ever
gave
took
me.
those out.
Those are. I'm gonna take those out right now.
Your eggs.
They're actual animal eyeballs.
No, they're animal / and/or human eyeballs.
I'm gonna take them out.
I think it was 1 and 1.
Wait, Frank, keep them.
Because there was the one big
No,
one.
because I
For
got
namesake.
the wig is enough.
Keep them
The
in
wig
case
is
we need them.
enough.
So
I really feel like the eyes added a lot.
You like them?
I mean,
Maybe
it helped your
just one.
complexion a lot.
Just
Are you
one.
sure?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
eyes
I'm
are a
just
nice touch. It helps
I could
not
give you an
freak
eye
out
patch,
so much.
too.
I just thought
Nice.
since one of them was really just smaller than the other, would
it's
see
just rolling around as you're having this
It's
conversation.
it's really enthralling.
Yeah.
Do you like these
Enthralling.
milky eyes better? We can
Margot
take
likes
those.
them. Don't
Eyes?
forget, Margot likes
Well,
them.
I'd rather have 2 of the same eyes
We
than.
could get 2
Take the
milky
black
eyes from
ones.
these
Yeah,
guys.
let's do it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's get those.
Here, I already took this guy's head off, so you can just...
Oh,
and I
cool.
pick up the one head, and I let him remove the eyeballs.
Cool.
I'm
Frank,
replacing
make
the eyeballs.
a survival check.
Oh gosh.
That is. What do I add with that?
Should
Survival.
be next to your
Huh?
Wisdom.
Let's do
Plus 2.
13.
So 13. You successfully pull both eyes out without damaging the actual, like,
Oh my gross.
the actual
Ew.
structure of an eye.
Yes.
You don't even need that part. You need the nerves.
So,
But for flavor.
Okay.
no, I meant like if he had he has very small, sharp little
Oh, they
fingers.
didn't
He could have
pop.
like crushed them
Oh,
in like
gross.
lots of different ways that could have gone.
Okay.
Oh,
Nasty.
You successfully, possibly, there's more to Frank we don't know, are very good at carving out eyes and chopping up bodies.
Oh yeah.
You pull out 2 eyes, and are you just like out the
Yeah.
front of your head?
I'll
Just
pop it
pop in the
out.
back of my head, and I
Sweet.
plug them in like USB ports.
The rest of the party, you guys watch as Frank takes a hand and just smacks the back of his head, and 2 eyes come out. The large one not coming out the first time, so he has to kind of give it 2 more hits before it out and rolls into just into the water. And he takes the two clouded over eyes and just kind of like wedges them into his head.
Under my breath. Frank's fine.
Frank, yeah, you look like
Thank
a zombified Fabio.
Oh, that's better.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's
Really,
nice.
it's good
You've got
for-
glow about you.
I mean,
And
the
milky
color,
glow.
the color in the other ones was nice, but the fact that these are the same
The
size,
same
I think it
size,
really
yeah.
does a lot
Color,
for
I
you.
like that.
Yeah.
All right,
Frank, maybe Margot now will,
Margo.
capitulate with you.
What? Oh, she's there's the cult people that had you. She's the one in charge.
Keep up. Let's
she's
go.
hot.
Let's go.
She's banging.
All right.
Okay.
Frank, here we go.
Good to know.
Like, watch out.
Okay.
Where to?
Before we proceed, I don't feel great. If we,
What's my name? What's my name?
Zarya.
What is my name?
Who the hell cares? Can
It's
we go?
Zara.
I lay hands.
Okay. How much are you healing him for?
5.
5? Okay. Roarke, you get 5 hit points back.
Now, if you want to stop being a pansy, can we continue?
Pansy.
Sorry.
All right, let's go.
Sorry, say what you were gonna say.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, you
Then
just
we
looked
keep-
really intense. Okay, sorry.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll continue down. What's this over to the left when we were coming in?
A wall.
Is that just like a grate?
So inspecting over here and this area, you fight very similar to the offshoot that you came down here. 2 separate paths that lead elsewhere.
Well,
Well, I mean, think about it. How many people come down here every night?
Oh.
Would they really squeeze through such a small area, each and every one of them?
That's
no,
fair.
but
We
I
do
bet
it. We
one
do
goes in and one goes out. Like a.
potentially. So if we have the choice, we could either explore
Frank,
that, or
you
we
can-
could keep on going what appears to be the main.
I would like to keep those on the back burner, personally.
Oh, okay. You may, or you could just shoot light down them, and we could see if there's an end to it, because it might just be a dead end.
Okay. I'll get down the poo and look in there. If I could smell things, this would be a different story, but let's try it out.
Do you remember smells, Frank?
Oh, he's
No,
lucky he
I
doesn't
remember
smell
water and fish, and that's about it.
Mermaids?
No,
But no smells.
no smells.
What about taste? Just like a little tasty taste.
I remember the taste of salt water.
Oh, well, that's something at least.
Alright, shoot the line. Let's do this.
All right, Frank. Which cistern are you shooting the light down?
Let me see. One on the left.
My left.
Yes.
Okay, just double checking. So you guys are
Only
facing
you.
different ways. Okay.
Also true.
Yep.
You cast light, and can you send light down an area?
I don't know.
He's prestidigitating.
Yeah, he's precision.
Fudge it. I don't care.
Press the digital.
So you cast light down this, and it travels for a long way. You can kind of you see the inside of this metal tubing just as the light passes down it. It eventually seems like it widens out as the light dissipates. These aren't necessarily super small. They're a little bit smaller than the one you came in,
Yeah.
but it's not like a tight squeeze.
But we'd have to crouch to get in there.
No, you would be able to walk through it.
Oh.
You would just be single file,
As opposed to.
Frank, what you
as
got?
opposed to
Side
2
by
by
side.
2 possibly.
Well, it seems like it widens out there in a few, but I guess it's up to you guys. What do you guys want to do?
Well, how about
Back burner.
I think we can keep it on the back
Back burner?
burner. If we
Back
run
burner.
into any other dead ends, it's
Just
definitely
don't forget
worth
where it is.
remembering. Yeah.
I just hope nothing comes out of those.
Yep. That's
That
my
would be
fear.
less than ideal.
Yeah.
Can I make a trap?
Do you have
Hold on.
anything to make a trap with?
I do actually. Wait. Yeah, I have a burglar's pack. Does that count?
And I've got Tinker's tools, so I've got little gears and things.
What are you wanting to construct?
Don't forget, there's a lot of sewage here.
Can I make like a pothole?
Or like a spring-loaded spike kind of deal.
No, like something that like the sewage would like their foot so they get stuck. Or something.
Are you just wanting to like dig a hole?
Oh god, not really.
Back burner?
Or we could do a spike so that if they step in it, it would like
But if
shoot
we
up
come
in the
back
poop.
this way, are we gonna get?
No, because
Well, not if we just put it in the entrance to that.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah, that's a
entrance.
good idea.
Can I make like a little spike so if they step on it, it's gonna go up their foot so they get sepsis and die?
Like a little spring-loaded spike trap.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Give me more details about this. Like, how does it function?
Like, it's
It's just
triggered
a-
by stepping on it, and then, like...
Yeah, if they no, it's like a spike in the ground. So if they stepped on it, it would like go through their foot,
Oh, so we're just putting a spike in the...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
but under the poop in the water, so you can't
Yeah.
see it.
Okay. So you're just trying to plant a spike in the ground.
Yeah,
A
Okay.
few right there in
Yeah.
that entrance.
like 2.
Do you have anything that you could use as that? And that's not gonna have.
Shit.
Unless you want
Gaming
to.
set.
Unless you want to use your lock picks.
All right, back burner. Let's just go.
Back
All
burner,
right,
back
fine.
burner,
I
back
tried
burner.
to be
Roll with
thrifty,
that.
but well, you know, fine.
Sorry. I was
ahead.
on your team there.
It's all right. Still doesn't make up for the fact, but thanks.
So, what are we
It's
doing?
gonna take a lot.
Let's
Oh,
keep
go
going
Keep
forwards.
going down.
This way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skip that.
Who's going where?
Who wants to leave?
I'll go to the front.
Great.
Frank's taking lead, followed by.
I'll be behind Frank.
Okay. Followed by.
I'll be in the front.
In the front with me?
Hey,
All right.
And I'll
I like your eyes.
be in the back with Tabitha.
Thank you.
All right.
Might have misjudged you.
It's gonna take a lot.
You guys come to.
Oh, there's a frog in the sewer.
There's plenty of frogs in the sewer.
It's actually
You
good
guys
shit.
come to
Poop
a
frog.
a bend to the left,
Mm-hmm.
which then immediately bends back to the right. Still traveling down it.
Yeah.
Looking
I
for
try-
traps as we walk down.
Okay, go ahead and roll another perception.
Can I try to re-stealth?
Re-stealth.
And try do another stealth check.
Sure.
9.
Am I just keeping my perception from earlier?
No, because you're in a different place and you guys have
13.
done combat.
Got it.
13 was my stealth.
13 stealth. Okay.
I just gotta do the unnatural 20 for perception.
Correct, but you're in the back of the party.
Fair.
So you
But if
guys.
anything comes
Sorry.
behind us.
It's okay. No,
We'll
yes,
know,
it's
we'll
good to know.
if we get stuck.
Um,
And I'm already sneaking, so
So who is heading first through this?
I'll go.
Okay.
But make sure you check around the corners.
Yeah.
Frank, you step here and you step here, and as you step, you hear ching. No. Make a dex saving throw.
Oh, golly gee. 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
Okay. As you hear this click, you feel something tighten around your leg, really tight, and you go upside down. As it's pulling, however,
Frank,
Oh, no.
Oh,
is your leg gonna snap off?
you just,
Oh.
as you, Frank, go completely under the sewage, and you guys just see a leg get pulled into the, pulled up to the ceiling.
Oh, damn.
How high is that?
It's not super high. It wasn't necessarily intended for something that was going to be able to like take itself apart and put itself back together.
That's a bummer.
Frank.
That is a bummer.
Do you need some help, bud?
Yeah. Can somebody get that for me?
right,
Can
yeah.
I try to shoot through the?
Oh,
rope?
don't try to shoot it. You might hit my leg.
Can I
Is it gonna hurt you?
It'll hurt my leg.
Can I reach the rope that it's hanging on with one of my swords?
No.
Can I? I'm just gonna shoot an arrow through it.
Roll hit.
Don't Tabitha.
Frank,
oh,
it's okay.
come on.
Frank, trust me.
Ah.
Not
Are
that
you
do.
underwater right now?
I reach my hand.
An 18?
18.
You pull the arrow back, straight through the rope. The arm the leg goes into the water as well.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Tabitha.
I'm gonna get the arrow back.
Oh gosh, this place is disgusting, and I try to like find where Frank is and like reach my hand to like help him out.
Okay.
I pop my leg back on.
Don't get pink eye.
Yeah, thunk it on.
Back into socket. And are just
No,
continuing forward.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah?
Since I got your leg, can I have a finger?
No!
Why do you keep on trying to get
Why
him
are
to
you
give you
so
the
upset with
finger?
my finger?
Because I feel like it's stronger than my arrow.
You feel like.
But it's short.
Right. Fine, whatever.
Let's move ahead.
Trust me, I love finding utilities for Frank's appendages as much as the
Yeah.
next guy. Trust me.
It's like I can't win with you guys. You just abandon me and then you don't trust me. Like I don't know what to do at this point. Just try and be a pal.
So am I.
Right now, you guys turn back to the right. You see where the walls get closed off again, and another turn to the right.
I'll check
I'm
for
gonna check
traps
for
first.
I cannot deal with
Everybody knows,
this.
like,
This is inconvenient to me.
So what is the marching order?
I'll come up front with Frank just to be on the lookout. I'm feeling very perceptive right now.
Yeah, good. I hope you feel healthy too.
Wait, am I back
Well,
there with her?
we're about to go in single
Yeah.
file. So
Oh
I'm
no,
not
no.
gonna
I'll be
front
behind.
with
I'll
that.
be behind her.
Okay.
Just at this stage, looking for traps.
Perception, Frank.
No.
Roarke, another perception.
Oh, a new one?
Me? Oh,
Gosh,
do I have to re-stealth? Do I re-stealth?
Oh, that one wasn't nearly as good as my 20. That was a 9.
Okay. 12 and a 9.
Better.
I thought I was going to get to keep my 20.
Nope, you were. You said I'm feeling perceptive. Do it then.
It's because you're doing something different. So, like, if you were going to use that 20 from back there to check stuff behind you because you couldn't see stuff,
Gotcha.
then coming up to do something different
Gotcha.
once you
Gotcha.
roll.
That makes sense.
You both don't see anything.
Bummer. I go forward.
Okay. Frank, you travel down. I'm assuming the rest of you guys travel with him.
Yeah,
For
we're behind
brevity, I'm not going to move all your pieces around. Frank, you take a right, and then you take a left around this, and traveling down, you come to another cistern let out.
Oh.
Very similar in appearance to the two that you looked at earlier.
Well,
What do we got, Frank?
it's another sister. Yeah, just want to continue?
Yeah, just go through.
Yeah, we've already committed for this.
All right,
So
here we
we'll
go.
try this one, yeah.
You guys traveling through this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
After walking through the cistern for a while, you guys arrive at more bars, and Frank, you easily pass through them and come to another very curvy kind of windy path. Just moving forward.
Well, can they get through?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I was gonna
You're just
move
leading the
forward.
way, so it was...
Well, I guess I can't roll another check for the nasty traps. So no, let's go.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
You guys are in a different place.
Can I re-stealth?
I'll let you re-roll, Frank.
That's a 13. Exact same number I had before.
13. Again.
Out of game, Tabitha. You, being in the
Can I just
in the rear, stealthing's not necessarily going to do you very much.
Shit.
It could potentially if you guys walked into combat.
Yeah, I'm
but
still just
right
on
now
stealth.
you're 13.
Yep, I'm stealthing.
Frank, you move up, you come to a right, you come to a left, and you take a right back down, and you finally see where the path straightens out again.
Here we go.
Everyone else.
2 tunnels diverged in a poopy sewer.
Oh gosh. Well, can we see how far? Can we see that it splits
Written by
ahead of
Robert
us?
Runs.
You mostly can see, like, if you imagine a V at the end of these corners, you see that the room gets much more spacious
Okay,
up ahead.
gotcha. Well, we could go right. We can. I'm sorry. Let's just continue forward.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
keep
see
going.
where these go. Yeah.
I can't see, so I'm just with you.
Okay. Frank, you take a step forward.
Frank definitely can. He's got these nice
And-
new eyeballs.
That are cloudy.
Something catches your eye.
Oh.
In the wall there appears to be a small hole a little bit ahead of you.
Guys, I think there might be. Let's all get down a little bit, kind of get in the sewerage a little bit. I think there's some arrows in the walls here.
Oh, good. Wait, where?
Wait, Frank.
Can you point them out
Never mind, you're
so we
gonna
know what
need
we're
it.
looking for?
Yeah, can
Well, let me go ahead. I'll just kind of crawl in the sewage a little bit, and if there's a little trap, a little thingy doodle, it'll fall right over me.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That'll
You
work.
could swing an arm and see if it shoots at the wall.
I'm gonna do
You're
those
gonna
things.
crawl through the sewage.
Crawl
and
through
just-
the sewage.
Okay.
See if there's a little plate that I.
As you crawl, you find it with your hand, amongst other things, a small pressure plate in the ground. And you press it, and you just hear it on the other side of the wall. The small little darts come out of that one hole.
Can we hear it? Nice,
You guys see it. Eventually, it just and it stops doing anything.
I suggest we quickly just move.
Great, yeah. I'm still gonna duck.
Yeah,
I'm
no
gonna-
ducking, clearly.
I'm gonna move ahead.
Okay.
Great.
Boom. You guys move up under it. Move up under it. Are currently next to it.
Oh, great.
Well, I guess it splits off here. We could flip a coin.
No, Frank, just choose because I'm by the hole.
I'm gonna flip a coin. I'm gonna flip a coin, and I forget to catch it, and it lands in the water.
That's
I gotta get this coin, guys.
So is
Give
that
me a
has
second.
Frank,
I
like,
feel like
urgency would be great.
Yeah, 1 second.
in this water, that's definitely tails.
That's a
Bad
joke.
joke.
That's good. I'm still looking for the coin.
You're no longer Tabitha next to it.
Do I find the coin? Should I roll to find the coin?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
6. Oh, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
You find
Gosh.
you find something like small and very very hard.
Oh.
It seems to be metallic.
Ew.
A kidney stone?
You just kind of like feel your fingers kind of scrape across it.
Pick it up.
You pick it up. As you pull it out, it just seems to be like a big meat hook.
God.
The small end of it being what you grabbed as you pull it up is just like it's got pieces on it.
Anybody want this?
Me, I'll take it.
Here.
You're gonna remove the
Weird.
poop meat first?
I'm gonna leave it.
Oh, disgusting.
Give them.
Reminds me of George.
Yeah, right? It's tender.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Remember how he was gone when we went back to that cellar?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And those guys that were back there?
Yeah.
Do we remember?
You don't think that maybe...
Oh, yeah,
Well, do we remember if George smelled like shit?
George smelled like blood from chopping things up. Like a metallic-y.
And whiskey.
Yeah.
So-
well,
I'm sorry, who's George?
Well, George, this guy trying to kill
Yeah,
Sticks
no,
our
we don't
damn
talk about him
nose in
anymore.
everyone's business, this person. Can we go?
yeah.
Let's keep going.
Where are you going?
Back into the water to look for my coin. My
Okay.
gold coin.
Frank, you spend some more time looking for the coin. Everyone's just kind of standing there. You eventually find something else metallic.
Pick it up.
It is a gold coin.
All right, good. I put it in my bag.
It's not super gold anymore. But
Wait, what was it? Was it heads or tails?
God dang it! I flip it up and I catch it in my hand.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh, man.
Well, just a straight dex check.
That's a 13.
A 13, you catch it.
Okay.
It almost gets away from you, and you're just like, whoo, put over.
Let's see. Small numbers are tails. Larger numbers are heads.
Here you go, Joe. Wait.
Oh. Andrew has this convenient
What the
coin.
hell is this? Let's say the angels are heads and the demons are tails.
That sounds about right.
Oh, Frank.
Frank.
Red or blue?
It's a red blue.
So heads?
Heads.
Nice. So
What does
definitely
heads
not
mean
tails.
to you? Because I don't think you ever decided which
Yeah,
way was which.
Wait, you
Wait.
said angels were heads and demons were tails. Were the angels blue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a very complicated
Well, let me try
coin,
that again.
folks.
Let's. Okay, guys, let's do this.
Frank, this
Okay.
is taking
Okay.
so
No.
long.
Heads means we go right. And it's also blue.
Oh, that's right. You
Yes,
decided,
yes.
but it wasn't.
Tails.
They just didn't decide which was which.
Right, which
so it was
way.
like, okay, heads or tails.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know what that decision
What is it?
meant.
And then and then left. It means it's red and tails. All right.
Left is tails.
All right. What does it say?
Frank, you flip the coin in the air and ting, catch it. Is tails?
To the left.
Told you.
To the left.
Told you the tails.
Well, it was heads originally.
All right. Well, the time that it actually mattered,
It's a 50-50
it was tails.
shot. Let's go.
Okay. So you guys are heading this way,
Right.
correct?
Yes.
Sure. Oh, we should have rolled more.
Sweet. Frank, you head down this way. Roarke,
Yep.
Zara. I'm just guessing in an order you guys might.
Yeah,
want to
that's
travel
where I
in.
wanted to be.
And you come to this lovely offshoot.
Oh ho ho ho!
Or off poop.
This lovely poop shoot.
As you make your way down the hall, you see you're now in a very large, cisterned area, cobbled. It is infrastructure that's been created for years. But there's a large right turn.
Let's go.
Well, that appears to be the direction to go. So yeah,
Sorry, y'all.
Okay.
looking for traps as we
Move that
continue.
Looking for traps in the night.
Oh no.
I'm gonna do this. That's how I did that. It cuts down again to a much smaller path, and you guys come to a three-way fork.
Oh darn it.
One path leads to a cistern, much like what you entered the sewers through. Another path leads off in front of you, and the last path leads to your right.
Well, I don't have a 3-sided coin, guys. This is.
What if we all
You can
just...
flip one coin 3 times.
No, don't give him the idea.
We could
Wait.
Let's.
Let's
I
no.
like it. I like that one.
What if the three of us do rock, paper, scissors, and then whoever wins chooses the direction?
I'm very undecisive.
Tell you what.
I know.
How about this? We do a 3-way rock paper scissors. I'm left. He's straight. You're
I'm
right.
right. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
I'm just glad to not
I'm
be
straight.
part of
Oh
it.
yeah, I'm straight.
Yeah, you're
I'm
straight.
just glad
Margot,
not to be
Margot.
part
I'm
of
straight.
this.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright,
Wait. Are we doing 1, 2, 3
I'll count it off.
on 3, or is it 1, 2,
Zara will
3
count.
shoot?
The-
1, 2, 3, shoot.
She'll count.
Great. So,
So
after
I'm
3.
gonna do scissors.
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay.
I like it.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3,
Shoot.
So everyone knows it was a tie because there wasn't a decisive winner because one killed one and one killed the other and the last killed the other
Go
person.
again. Go again.
All right. So.
So we're round for round 2.
All
Okay,
right.
round 2. Here we go.
right.
1,
Rock,
2,
paper,
3,
scissors, shoot.
Oh.
So wait,
All right.
it's
Just you and me.
now it's
Now it's Frank and
look at
Roarke.
here.
Frank and Rory.
It's
No more about these skelly bones.
What?
well, oh,
Look, we can do it on our own, Tabitha. You were a little impatient today.
all right, here we go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Gotcha.
Right.
Frank wins.
So
We're gonna go straight.
The group will travel straight.
Any of that was. What was it?
Well, you can go back to it
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If we survive.
if you so desire to.
We live.
If we live.
I'm just getting some more table space.
We were loud during rock paper scissors.
Screaming.
It's a very intense game.
It is.
Rock paper scissors.
Nice.
Oh.
Excuse me. I thought it was. Stay alive, stay alive. That's what I was going for.
I guess singing this in the sewer. Staying alive in the sewer.
It's okay. You can let the other way.
Well, guys.
We're drawing so much attraction.
I mean, we rolled ones way back at the top on the stove.
My favorite Elvish band.
The Bee Gees.
Oh.
The Boy Joyce.
Elves are cool.
Frank,
Yes.
you traveling straight with everyone following behind you, enter into a lowered room. You travel down 2 steps to get to it. It is a large pool of just it because of its elevation.
Ooh.
It looks like it has been like filled. You see 3 cisterns in the back of the room.
Are they open?
Yes, all 3 open and pouring water into the room.
Oh.
So that means we can potentially walk through them.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially walk through them. Okay. Shoot.
How deep is this water here?
You don't know yet.
Okay. Does anyone have a rope? You can tie it to my neck or something. I can just jump in the water and see how deep it is.
I got a rope.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Good luck.
Let's attach it to underneath my arms because I don't want my head to pop out.
Yeah, that's
reasonable?
That's a good move.
Sound reasonable?
Yeah,
Yeah,
under the arms. Yeah.
Okay. Who's tying the knots?
I'll tie the knots.
God.
Go ahead.
You're tying the knots, Roarke.
I feel like I'm proficient in that.
Go ahead and just roll a with advantage d20.
13.
13. Okay. You tie some knots and secure it. Frank, you feel like cinch and you feel very secure.
That worked for you, Frank?
I feel secure.
Good.
Frank, you diving?
I'm just kind of stepping in.
Okay. You take 1 step in, and it feels normal on your foot.
I take another step.
Take another step. It feels normal as well.
I keep stepping.
It's kind of like wading into a pool. It's just getting a little bit deeper each step.
Keep stepping.
Right now you're about to your waist.
Still holding the
stepping.
rope.
Okay. You enter the middle of the room. You're about at your waist.
What are we thinking, Frank?
Alright.
I'm thinking that this makes me very uncomfortable.
Right.
Right. So,
Um,
man, it smells so bad.
We could.
It does.
Oh, God.
It does smell
We
so
could
bad.
go into
bad.
one of these cisterns. We can play rock paper scissors from here.
Why don't we just go
Again?
back to the other way?
But we've already committed to going to this way.
You're gonna climb through pouring shit.
Well, I can't smell really, so I mean, it's not. I'm not opposed to it.
Right. Since
I can't.
since outside of it being, since it's not actual tunnels like we've been dealing with for the most
Yeah.
part here, we could go back the other tunnel way
Yeah.
where we just came from. We can keep, again, on the back burner.
Okay, back burner.
If we hit another dead end, see what
'Cause-
happens there. But
Because I don't think that they would swim through this to get to town every day.
it seems a little excessive.
Seems a little excessive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I start walking back.
Okay. As you turn,
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I don't like that.
you just hear a
Is that a bug?
You guys hear that?
Is that a mouse? What the hell?
Oh no.
Do you guys hear that?
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. Do we hear it? Pull him in. Pull
Oh, I
him
don't
in.
like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
pull
come
him,
on,
pull him,
Frank,
pull
come
him,
on,
Mark.
Frank.
Pull him in.
Frank, you get about to hear
Oh, no.
Finger bone.
Oh my gosh. Please be a sewer fish monster or something.
Gosh. Oh,
that's a
God.
16 to hit you.
Oh!
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Okay. Let me pull
Golly
this
gee.
goodness up.
Is this the first time I'm gonna get hit?
Yeah, really bad,
Yeah, I
too.
think so.
Because I think you've gotten hit, but I don't think you've gotten hit.
Wait, what?
Like, I think it's been like... Never mind, keep going.
Frank, you are hearing this, and it just stops as you're being pulled, and you look up, and you see this really long creature just on the ceiling above you, and it leans its head back towards you, and these pinchers just come down and right on like where you are. You take 6 points of damage.
I let out the most blood-curdling scream.
You do, guys.
Do you?
It's terrifying. As it pinches you, its body falls from the ceiling. You just see this thing that's and it into the water.
Oh my god.
You guys can't see Frank. Roll initiative.
I knew that was a trap. That was a weird... Oh.
10.
Okay.
Oh, I did not
18.
like that. Well, at least you're not gonna drown.
Is it like a centipede kind of
14.
looking thing?
Like a millipede?
Is this like King Kong when they popped out of the water?
Oh.
What is this?
Roll perception for me real quick, Frank.
All right. I was asking
14.
to the DM, not to
14?
ask Frank.
Okay.
Perception.
Always want to
That
smoke
okay.
his e-cig.
12, 15, 16.
I have never smoked a
I just
day
don't want
in
to
my
tell you
life.
as Joe before Frank knows,
Yeah.
Hold on.
because then you'll just know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
no matter what,
But
like
I don't want to know yet.
you'll know.
Shush.
Okay.
You'll see in a sec. But what was your perception?
16.
A 16? It had that, like, exoskeleton chitin kind of armor to it, and all those legs. It looks familiar, but just you would think that you had seen something like that on a much smaller scale.
Okay.
So, what are our rolls for initiative?
It's gonna be really bad.
A 10.
A 10?
Your e-cig makes me want to smoke.
Don't smoke.
I never smoked, but like
10, a 14. Tabitha, what'd you roll for initiative?
18.
An 18. Frank, what'd you roll?
For initiative, I rolled a 5. Reasonably, I rolled a 5, which makes kind of sense.
Oops, I peeked. Sorry.
I love it. Tabitha.
Yeah.
You're up first. You witness this creature reach down and just crush into Frank and pull him under. Roarke,
Frank,
make a
though.
strength saving throw.
Oh, I don't want to shoot Frank on accident.
Nat 20.
A nat 20. You feel yourself being pulled forward and are just able to, through all the slippage and nastiness that's under your feet, find some sort of a foothold.
Can we see in the
and
water?
stay where you are,
Nice.
not be pulled in.
Nice.
Can we see in the water, or is it like Florida brown?
It's nasty.
Oh.
You can't, like, you see it right now. What you're seeing is this huge splash. If you're waiting a few more, like, milliseconds, you're just seeing the
All right,
flat surface of
I
the
am
water, the
gonna
rope in it.
Dive in. What? I'm gonna dive. If I shoot, I'm gonna shoot him on accident. I don't know where it is, or it's gonna fucking miss. Can I like dive right where I see the splash and with my daggers out?
Okay.
Like into the water.
Nice.
Just
A,
hope to God it's...
make a first acrobatics check to get between these two cleanly.
Oh shoot. 8.
An 8? Sure. You're now here. Now you are wanting to use... I'll let you have, like, a little bit of a running start. Boom. You're now jumping 10 feet to get to him.
Jumping?
With my daggers.
With your daggers out, you're jumping into the liquid.
Right. What is that? Acrobatic?
Mhm.
14?
A 14?
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and roll a hit.
Oh lordy.
Come on.
Nope.
Maybe.
Maybe. 14?
14 will hit.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage with sneak attack.
Yes, girl.
Yes.
Is that a 4 and a 6?
Yes, it is a 4 and a D. Wait, no. Yes.
Yeah,
it is a
dagger's
4 and a
D4,
6.
yeah.
That's a 3 and a 6. So 9.
Plus your dex.
13.
A 13.
Ooh, that's 6 on that sneak die.
I just
like
imagine being
it.
like Sabotage playing that. Dun-dun. I'm just diving. I'm like, Fred!
You jump in to Frank and just daggers out, go into the water. As soon as you submerge, you see this large creature writhing its way around Frank underneath the water. It's beginning, like, as you stick the daggers into its back, it rears back. You two see this large creature just out of the water.
Oh, that's a nasty boy.
With Frank in his jaws and Tabitha with 2 daggers in its back, kind of like hanging on.
Oh, that's a
Tabitha,
nasty
make an
boy.
acrobatics check to maintain being on its back.
Daggerage. 8.
An 8, you are flung off as it rears up. You maintain your daggers, but you get thrown over in under the water. You're currently underwater prone. Zara, you are up.
I'm gonna try to shoot it with my crossbow and not hit Frank.
Okay, go ahead and roll a hit.
Don't do it!
What? What's your crossbow?
Okay. 15.
A 15 to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
What size is your crossbow?
It's a D8.
Nice. Nice.
That wasn't a D8. 4.
Plus your dex.
Plus your dex.
6.
A 6. Okay. You and you see the crossbow bolt dig into one of the large plates on its body. It pierces through it, and you see fractures in the plate itself. Doesn't necessarily seem to notice it, as it's kind of a small...
If I was that, I would.
But it writhes around Frank a little bit more in front of you guys. It's now its turn. And it's going to attempt to... Frank, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Can I assist with that since I'm holding him with the rope?
Not currently.
That is a 3.
A 3?
Oh, Frank, baby.
You guys see this creature, like, writhe up, snake-like almost, and use the gravity to just drop Frank down into its maw. You can't see Frank currently.
Wait, it ate it, Frank?
Frank was eaten by it.
Well, he may not have gotten hit before.
But he's eaten.
Oh, no.
Frank!
Frank! He's complicated.
Oh, no.
Frank, everything goes black. Which... How you see anyway is like strange and whatever,
Like
but
the location?
everything goes black in your sight as you are now like trapped. You feel what is now this warm mush that is the internals of this creature pushing you. It's not horrible. It seems like it could be way worse. You're like, I bet if I had skin,
This would suck.
this creature that might have poison in it would maybe be causing me stress and duress. But somehow you're like,
This is fine.
this is like birth.
You know Hercules?
If I could feel, it would tickle.
That's what you are. You're in the Hercules
Oh my
dragon.
gosh.
Hydra?
Yeah, that's what he's in right now.
Ooh.
Roarke, it is your turn.
Great. I want to try to pull him out because, like, the rope hasn't, like,
No.
severed, has it?
No.
I want to try to pull him out.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check.
A 17.
Okay. You yank really hard, and Frank, you just feel a like movement as like
Again, like birth.
much like birth. You
Oh
just
my
feel
God.
fluids like push past you,
Ew.
and you see light again. All of you see the top torso of Frank
my
just
gosh.
pull out of the mouth as he's like looking around.
Frank, we're gonna get you, buddy.
This is like
Yeah.
I got you, Frank.
You best.
Frank, it's your turn.
As a bonus action, can I, like, tie the rope around myself, like, real quick, just, like, to secure it more so I don't... What?
Do you want to go in too?
I just want to hold on to Frank.
You can begin the process tying a knot, and doing that I would probably say would be a full action.
Okay.
But you can start
just
it
wanted
and
to,
use
like-
a bonus action next turn to finish it.
Okay, great.
Does that make sense?
Do
Okay.
that.
Great.
Alright,
So it's, like, wrapping
You still
around.
have good control of
Okay.
it while you're doing this.
Okay.
I'm just like, if you had wanted to tie it, it would probably be like a full action. Be like, okay, let me tie this
feel
knot
ya.
in here.
I feel you. I'm just trying to help my buddy.
No, you're good.
since I do not have any spell slots left, I'm going to rip off my arm and start beating its
Didn't we
head.
figure out that you had one left
Yeah,
because
you
you recharged on short rests?
You like meditated or something.
I believe you have one left.
Okay, well then,
So's you knows.
Whether you want to use it in this instance or not is entirely
no,
up to
I'm
you.
gonna.
Absolutely.
Joseph wants to save this for later.
Okay.
He's gonna rip off his. I'm gonna rip off my arm and start beating him with it on the head.
Okay. You rip off your arm and go to hit it. Go to roll hit. That's a 2.
That's a 2.
Plus your strength.
3.
That's a 3.
Okay.
Oh.
Uh,
Wait, no, you're proficient with it, so it's...
yeah.
Plus
It
3
would
to
be.
hit.
It would be plus. It's still a 5.
Yeah.
But it's plus 3 instead of plus 1.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You
Sorry, I'm with you.
you rip off your arm, and as soon as you do, you feel the rope that was around this arm pull up, and this rope starts to fly off this hand as you're being pulled down. Would you like to do anything? You have a bonus action.
I like to try to grab it with my extended arm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
That's 4, 6.
What's the AC of a rope?
6.
Well,
It's not normal. It's not its armor class. It's it being thrown around a lot.
yeah,
A 6 to hit it.
6 to hit the rope.
You reach out with your arm and try and snag it, and it grazes it, but you just black again as you down into this creature.
Gotcha.
So close.
Tabitha, it's your turn.
I'm gonna get the meat hook out.
Oh.
I'm gonna go, who's hungry? Jump at it.
Ooh.
I don't know when I got catchphrasy, but I'm really feeling it.
So you are using half your movement to
get
stand up.
Yeah.
It is now 15 feet from you.
Yep.
Which is the rest of your movement.
Yep.
How are you wanting to go at it?
Can I, since it's face, I'm assuming I'm behind it?
Yeah, you're
Can I
currently
sneak
facing
up on it?
It's very aware of you being there
Okay.
since you stuck 2 large holes in it.
Can I perceive if there's a softer armor somewhere on its body?
Make a nature check.
14?
A 14? Based on your knowledge of bugs, you know that armor plates like they have, while at this size are very sturdy, once they start to chip or break, they become very brittle and easy to cut through to get to the soft, squishy bits.
Okay, can I see any breaks?
You see the 2 that you stabbed
That I
into
did,
its
okay.
back. It would take some effort to get back up to them as they are like on the back of its neck.
Like
Where did my
full
arrow
turn?
hit again?
Your arrow hit near like the front side of its neck. It'd be over here.
Like
It
my
still
full
takes
turn.
some effort. Not necessarily.
I'm gonna try to get back to the holes.
Roll an acrobatics check.
Come on, Dexy.
21. You grab onto spines in its back and just easily push off and jump. You make it look easy as you parkour up the back of this creature.
Parkour.
Hardcore.
You make it to the spots on its back that you stuck daggers into. The plates on its back, the chitin, fractured and chipped, and you see large holes, much bigger than their knife stab, where it's chipped away and pulled out, where its pink flesh is kind of exposed.
Oh, poor baby.
It's eating me. Poor baby is all you have to say.
Tabitha, you hear a...
Sorry, I'm back inside of it now.
Yeah.
You back
I'm gonna
in.
yell, Frank, I'm coming, and I'm gonna take my meat hook and into the fracture.
Into the fracture? Okay. Go ahead and roll a hit.
24.
25? Absolutely hits.
5.
Go ahead and roll damage. It's going to be a d4. It's a found weapon.
It's the same as your dagger.
The line was worth it. The line was worth it.
I thought it would be more, that's why I used it instead of my dagger.
It's okay. It might have other benefits. Or drawbacks.
Okay. 5.
5 damage?
Yeah.
In the fleshy bit.
In the fleshy bit.
Okay. You jam it in, and as it goes in, the hook part of it comes back out.
Ooh.
You are currently lodged, like, you have a handhold that is in this creature.
Okay.
It's like the rodeo.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
But it does take 5 points of damage. Okay. Zara, it's your turn.
Okay.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna use my crossbow.
Okay. Can roll a hit.
7.
A 7 to hit? Mm-hmm. Does not. You load it, set it up on it, and fire, and it just teesh off of one of its plates as the arrow doesn't find it. It gets pushed enough that it ricochets off.
Gotcha.
Would you like me to do anything else?
I go into the muddy poop water.
Okay. How far? Are you going up to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, too far.
Okay.
Too far, too
What
close.
about there?
Yeah, more to the left.
Boom.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. Cool beans. It is its turn.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You guys watch as it peels back and dives into the water.
Oh, God.
Tabitha, I need you to make an athletics check.
Oh, I'm not very athletic. 14?
A 14. You are able to hold as the water and fecal matter hits you square in the face.
Okay.
You are both currently underwater. As this creature is not very tall, it is able to coil up under the maybe 3-4 feet of water. You can see movement across the top of where it might be, but it is under the water. However, it emerges again. Tabitha on its back is going to attack you, Zara.
As it should. I would do that if I was
It goes to bite down, and you dodge out of the way, and it just clamps into the ground in front of you and pulls back and lets out this like... That is its turn. Roarke, it's your turn.
Great. So, is it hard exoskeleton-y all over, or does it have, like, any sort of underbelly fleshy thing?
It's hard everywhere.
Okay, great. Well, I'll just go over to him and try to hit him with my swords.
Okay.
The first one's a crit 1.
Okay.
And the second one is a 23.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage for both.
Damage.
One is 11. One is 10.
Okay. Frank, roll a d20.
13.
Did you hit Frank?
All right, King. Okay. Frank, you feel you start to see like you don't see. You just suddenly see a shing stick through the side of the creature, but you are able to get your head out of the way of it just in time as it pierces through the side. Roarke's sword, and then it pulls back out.
Oh man!
You see like a shimmer of light, and then the flesh kind of closes itself up.
Yeah.
Roarke, anything else? That should be your action, bonus action, right? On attacks.
Yeah, action, bonus action, yeah.
Okay. Frank, it's your turn.
Do I have any mobility of my arms?
Not really. You could attack with disadvantage to try and claw at its inside.
Yeah, is one of them like above? Well, both of them.
You're
above
in
your
here
head
like this
now?
right
One
now.
arm's up.
Your 2 arms high.
Since one arm is up, I'm going to use magic missile inside of his body.
Okay.
Yeah, Frank.
That's
nice.
1d4 times 3.
1d4 plus 1. So it's like. So you roll the d4
And then you
plus
add
1.
2.
That's a d6.
That's a 6. This is a 4.
2. That's 4. And then 4. 8.
Nice.
9.
10 damage?
10 damage.
Okay.
It is. 10 damage.
Go
Frank.
Frankie Poo.
You channel your magic. Just like fuck this situation. And you feel the magical energy go up through your arm, and then into your other arm, and out the fingers on the other end of the arm, as appears. You guys on the outside of this creature see one thing come straight through its eyes. This bright light just through the front of its face. Another one through the other side of its face, and one out the neck. And it's like this beautiful fountain show, just like... and it just begins collapsing. Tabitha, make a dex saving throw. Roarke, make a dex saving throw.
Ooh, I have advantage on those.
Ooh, 16.
16? Okay.
The first one was a 15. Second one was a 19.
Okay.
So I should do 2?
Do it? No, I have
Roarke has
advantage,
advantage
because of my class.
Okay.
Roarke, you get out of the way. Tabitha, you jump off the back and, like, 3-point land just fine as this creature plummets over to the side. And the water just...
Okay.
Some legs still twitching on its body, but...
Is it dead?
It doesn't seem to be alive anymore.
So, Frank, you okay in there?
What?
How like wide is the maw?
If I
Of its mouth?
Yeah.
Just pretty much just big enough to fit like a body through.
if I took the meat hook and like ripped, would it like separate?
Make a strength check.
I'm gonna grab the rope and like say, "Hey Frank, I'm throwing rope into you," and like try to toss it down into the maw so that he can grab it.
Okay.
While she's doing that.
You're pulling on it right now. You pull it through and it rips some flesh open.
Can I see Frank?
It's in its back where a lot of its muscle is to
Damn
prop
you,
itself
centipede.
up. That's why it's so hard to pull through it. You can't see Frank. Roarke, feeding rope down, attempting. Its body has collapsed over now, and it is so swelling into itself. The rope is not.
Can I
pushing
take the
through to
butcher
Frank.
Knife, George's butcher knife, and just start
Nice.
hacking through?
Hacking at its back.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make just a general strength check again.
17?
A 17. Frank, would you like to be doing anything?
I'm trying to shuffle my way towards the mouth.
Just a
I
shift.
just imagine him like earthworming.
Yeah.
He's like
funny.
wiggling forward.
Well, here's how I imagine it.
Doing the
I
arm.
imagine that the hand at the very end is just like doing this, trying to like pull his whole body as it's crawling out.
No, Frank.
But it's hand on hand, so it's just.
Like the thing.
Yes.
Frank, you're moving very slowly through this creature as best you can.
Eventually he'll hit the
However, Tabitha, this meat cleaver seems to just cut through beautifully. It seems to have been sharpened very well.
Thanks, George.
As you just hack away meat, you eventually start to see like some movement, almost like Lord of the Rings, the orcs on the other
Coming
side of
out
like
of
the
the-
embryo thing. They're like,
Yeah. Like two towers.
as you're hacking away, like you start to slow down as you get closer to like this like perceived movement. Frank, it's starting to get a little bit lighter as you're.
Yes. Frank, just stay put.
I got this. I got this.
Okay.
You stopping?
Dude, if he's got it.
Okay, you guys wait for about 30 minutes as Frank
He said he had it.
slowly crawls his way out of the creature's
30
mouth.
minutes?
You're not moving very far at all.
You guys gonna do nothing during this time?
I was
almost
We're
to
waiting for
you.
ya.
I was trying to feed the rope to you.
I had
I was
nothing.
this close to cutting it open so you could come out.
After we wait about 3, I'm like, Tabitha, maybe just finish cutting the thing.
No. He said it takes 30 minutes for him to come out, and if he said he's got it, I'm gonna let him do it. And I put the meat cleaver back, and I just...
You guys wait about 30 minutes and Frank.
Oh my god.
Does that count as a short rest?
Ooh.
Are you resting?
I mean, I don't know what.
Or are you worried about like? That's my question.
It's
Did
not
you
a
like
rest. We're
set up
freaking
a
out.
set up a place to rest and just like sit down and wait for Frank, or like?
I want to like.
Sorry.
Can I see if there's anything like around the maw that I could remove that might be valuable or useful?
Certainly try. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
Great.
As you're not necessarily familiar with whatever this creature was.
18.
An 18. Still not necessarily sure what this creature is.
Mm-hmm.
But what you are very certain of is that magic missile destroyed most of its face.
Mm-hmm.
So if there was anything of value in its facial region, is gone.
What about the mandibles?
The mandibles were blown apart as part of it.
Okay.
You can try and go find them in the fecal matter, but
No, I'm good. I'm just gonna. I'll go gather up my rope and just sit in the hang out in the shallow end and wait for Frank to get out if he wants to.
are
get
you
out by
sitting in the
himself.
shallow end?
I'm not gonna sit.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
No, I thought about it and I said no. I'm
Okay.
not. I'm not sitting.
I'm just gonna stand and watch.
Well, but before I do, I say, Frank, are you sure that you got this?
I got this. I got this. Okay.
Okay, fine. Well, I'll take a short rest while I wait.
I'm gonna mutter to myself a little bit and lean against a wall while I wait.
Investigating and looking through the thing and trying to figure out what it was, you're not going to be able to short rest while everybody else is doing this.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Just saying. Zara?
Love you, buddy.
I just wanted to get over 7 hit points.
Skeletons, blue demon. I got it. We're waiting. I'm leaning by this wall. Where that guy?
Can I hear her say that?
No, it's very underneath her breath. Maybe you can. You can really hear it.
Roll perception.
I'm not gonna hear it. 13?
You don't hear it.
Okay.
Okay, that's me leaning against the wall.
But
Where the
Frank,
heck?
You make your way out.
Hey!
There you are.
Thanks for the help, guys.
You said you had it.
You said you
Yeah, duh.
Didn't you see my cleaver? I was almost through his body.
Well, yeah, but, like, forget it. Forget it.
Frank.
Frank, I'm sorry I could have cut you out.
No, it's okay. I had it.
Can I have a finger?
No! Tabitha!
Just
Oh
joking.
my god. I don't have any more spells now.
Do we need to all take a nap?
In the sewer?
I'm not gonna... I'm actually not opposed to it, but, I don't know how you guys feel.
I'm not gonna wait around for another centipede to find me.
She has spoken.
I'm just saying, Roarke is looking a little shitty.
Oh,
I
see what you did.
I didn't even
Because
realize
you're
it's
almost
us.
dead. I get it.
Rourke's looking bad. You have no spells. I don't know who the hell is or what's happening with her. So I think we all could just chill out in this cesspool. And
I'm gonna say maybe we just look for a place that's not in the middle of whatever this is.
okay. And when you die,
No, I'm just like we can go back to somewhere that we've been before that's not in a deep pool
Sure.
of shit.
sure. I'm just gonna wait till someone goes.
I'm gonna start moving towards like right here.
You guys choosing to try and camp here?
Yeah, at the crossroads.
Yeah.
So any direction somebody's coming, we can see them.
I mean, I'm not gonna rest because I don't get hit. So
All right.
You know, the Greeks had this thing called hubris. But yes. So just a short rest
I will
here.
keep a lookout.
All right.
Okay.
Great.
All right,
I'm gonna
I guess
use hit dice.
Frank, you gonna... Now, have you used any hit dice?
Not this long rest.
This is a short rest.
No, I know.
I'm
just
saying
double-checking.
not since the last long rest.
Oh.
Did you guys didn't do anything after Margot, did you?
No, I think we went straight for it.
No, we encountered those dudes when we were walking towards the sewer.
Yeah, so we just went straight to it after
I think
that.
you did too.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So that's 4.
Frank, do you want to roll any hit dice?
Yeah.
You have 2 of those, so you could roll both if you needed to.
I probably won't. That's a 5
Plus your constitution.
Yeah, that's together a 5.
That should take care of
We
your...
don't get to
5, 6.
any spells.
That's 7. I'm only 1
No, he
away
does because
from
he's
full
a
health.
wizard.
Okay.
Oh God.
It's all good. You guys come to the end of your rest. However, you're hearing a noise. It sounds like footsteps in water.
From what direction?
Roll perception.
Where's my D20?
18.
Where'd it go?
18?
14?
18.
Haha, not one.
Frank, you're pretty sure
You
they're
hear
coming from
nothing.
behind you.
Okay.
You don't have ears anymore.
Wait, do I know where they're coming from?
You mean you see Frank starting to turn, and like you hear them kind of in that direction as well. Frank is just closer, so it lowered his
Gotcha.
check to it.
Swords out.
Okay.
I'm getting like laying. Wait, how deep is the sewage here?
You could lay down and be under it.
I'm laying down
Too
under it.
high.
Around this corner.
Okay.
Can I hide anywhere?
Roll stealth.
Yeah, baby.
I'll say you're there.
Like stealth behind the corner.
Roll stealth.
26.
26.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. 26, unnatural 20.
Not one on stealth.
Where would you like to be?
I guess just tucked where I am. I feel kind of tucked away.
Okay. As you guys hit that, you see
Oh,
two
there we go.
robed figures round this corner. Both have large beaks. Both turn the corner and are like,
Who's that chick?
We have our masks on still.
yes, but you don't have.
We don't have robes. Oh, you don't have robes.
I give you my robe.
Yeah.
That's true, but you are just standing alone in the middle of like
The sewer.
The sewer not moving.
You're right. Hey guys.
So they just said that.
Hey guys. You ready?
What the hell is she speaking?
Persuasively, I'm saying that. I'm like,
Ready for what?
oh man, you know.
While she's talking, can I just take an arrow and I'm just gonna shoot one?
I'm gonna swim kind of closer to him.
Okay, Frank, you're just moving under the
Oh, you're
water.
underwater?
Yeah, he's underwater.
Frank, make a stealth with advantage.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh, yes.
Oh.
With advantage.
With advantage. Roll
Get
again.
that one. That's
that was-
unnatural 20.
Okay,
Well,
sweet.
that's much better than a 1.
Yeah.
Moving much closer. You're attempting to take a shot. They're gonna have for this, because you have Zara in front of you and this corner right here. They're basically just gonna have a +2 to their AC, whoever it is.
Okay.
Which we know is not
They're in like
terribly high.
half cover. You can absolutely shoot one.
I'll let Frank take care of it.
Wait, we're ready for what?
Tell them you're taking
Dude, why are you not prepared?
We're coming back.
Roll persuasion, by the way.
Great. 12.
I don't think we know you.
Tell them you're waiting.
Well,
Are you new?
Oh my god, why is she talking?
yeah?
Oh. Hey, I'm so sorry we haven't introduced ourselves. I come closer.
Okay, how far closer are you moving?
I would like to shake his hand.
Okay.
Now that she's out of the way, can I shoot one?
Just give me 1 second.
I just across
One
the tunnel from our corners, I look at Tabitha like,
You
I don't know.
you start to get close, and then you start running into
Dang it.
Frank under the water.
I step over him.
Oh my, this
Frank
is a
is
problem.
Frank is moving at the same
Pace.
as you.
Can I like sense and then move in a different, like move in the other like little...
Okay, yeah, if you want to come
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
I kind of sense that. I'm like, it's just tough to move in this
You're
water.
now in front of this one guy right here. Frank, you're very close to in front of the other dude
She's out
and
of
next
your
to
way.
the other
I
dude.
know, can I shoot one now?
Am I arm's length away from the guy in front of me?
Sure.
All right. Can I yoink his legs out from under him and put my hand on his face, submerging him under the
Don't
water?
kill him.
Ooh.
Okay. Sure.
roll a bunch of stuff.
No. He's gonna roll.
Do they have
Oh,
advantage?
a save.
You guys don't see. Zara, you see one dude just go under the water, and the one guy's like, "What the hell?"
I smash my warhammer down on his head.
Okay, roll a hit.
If they both die, Tabitha's gonna be fucking pissed.
Not one.
I want to hit. You go to pull it out, and it's like all caught up in your robe, and he's like, "What the heck?"
Can I shoot him with an arrow?
Go ahead and roll a hit.
This poor guy, he's new. He's probably got a wife and kids.
22.
Yeah, it hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Add sneak.
Ooh, sneaky sneak.
So proud of you.
4 to 6?
It's 2d6.
Yeah. Oh, I hope I don't kill him, because I'll be like, damn it.
It's like the time that I beat that guy's brains out with a pommel by
4.
accident.
Plus your dex.
8. Oh.
8 total.
Yeah. If it's not gonna kill him, can I just aim for, like, my shoulder?
You turn the corner. The arrow just right in the head.
Damn it.
Into the water.
Nice.
I'm gonna go get that arrow, too.
Frank, how are you smothering this person?
I'm like I've got
You're on your way there-ish.
I guess I've got partial like my body weight on him, but like most of it on his face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a strength check. With advantage, because he has no idea that you're there.
That's a 10. That's a 5, so it's gonna be 10.
Okay.
It's gonna be 11.
11.
You just start to see bubbles out of his mouth as whatever oxygen he has in his lungs is starting to escape.
I'm looking down these halls just to make sure that nobody's coming either of these ways while this is going
Okay,
down.
so you're looking up this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I kind of, like, run, trying to feel for Frank and the dude while I'm running over there?
You're making your way this way?
Yeah.
Frank, go ahead and make another strength check.
I would like to grab the arrow out of him and when Tabitha reaches me, give it back to her.
Okay, you pull your arrow out.
15.
15?
All right.
Okay, bubbles stop coming out of this guy's mouth. The sight under the water is horrific. As you're just crushing his face in. You
To that, I say.
you gather that
that there's a frog in
there's
the water.
a frog in the water as well, but you gather that the lack of air coming out means that water is coming in. Possibly into his lungs.
Sepsis, yeah.
In other news, I hope that fart is audible.
I'm like holding him down still.
Yeah, shaking
He's still
him.
dead. He's like, ah!
Tabitha, you get over to where you're going. Zara goes to hand you an arrow and puts it in front of you.
I'm just gonna reach down and try to yank Frank and the dude up out of the water.
Make a contested strength throw between Frank and Tabitha.
Oof.
It's really scary. Nope, you don't have to roll.
That's a 6.
Say
9.
3.
Okay, you go to pull Frank, but like parts of his legs come out of the water, but like his whole upper torso is still in the water.
Oh man.
Make another strength, Frank.
Oh, that's a 4.
Okay. You're still like crushing onto his face.
I'll go to pull Frank if I can.
Okay, both of you roll strength. Frank, you roll. Rourke, you still just.
I'll try to get
I look
you
down in the
out.
other place just to make sure that like there's nobody coming from any direction that they're not right
You
now.
don't see anyone.
That's a 14.
I'm
14
10.
plus 10 is 24.
Are you fucking
serious? Are you
Nat
kidding
20.
me? Are you kidding me?
You guys literally pull Frank, both his legs. Frank, you feel yourself get much lighter, and it just makes you angry, and you press down, and like you feel your bones. You start to hear cracking underneath your own fingers.
My head is submerged right now, right?
Yeah, your whole body
We
is
don't see
submerged.
anything.
I'm like screaming in the water.
Yeah, you guys see bubbles.
And you guys just
coming up.
Three Stooges, 2 legs out of the water.
And you're just crushing everything.
He's dead.
You're still crushing it. Like,
I guess he's.
are you guys trying to get him out more?
No,
or?
fucking no.
No, I guess
All right.
I'm gonna walk away with his leg back to where Rourke is.
I pop back up. Well, I guess I kind of pop up with my torso. I guess he's dead, guys.
As you pop up and let go, the body resubmerges, and you see that the face has been like crushed in places, and like the whole face is like pale as the mask has been ripped off underneath this mess, and everything. The face is just paled over and broken, and like blood's coming out like ears and eyes and stuff.
Gosh.
But Frank is just a torso with arms.
I would.
Well, he's dead, guys.
I turn back around and see them with his legs.
We ready to go?
Frank?
Is there a place we should hide the bodies so that nobody sees them?
Frank.
Yeah. Can I have my leg back?
No. Because
Why?
let's learn a lesson. Do you
Learn
think
a lesson.
we could have used one to know where we are and where we should go, Frank? And now they're both dead.
Oh, are you sure you just don't want to hold on to my leg? Because you apparently love parts of my body now for some reason, so...
I'm keeping it. This is
No!
not
Give
pissing
me
you.
my leg back!
No, you can't just kill the people we need
Roarke,
information
talk some
for.
sense into her. You need a fourth party
Don't you
member.
fucking try.
Well, here's my question, Frank.
What?
If you had another leg.
I have 2.
No, but I'm saying if you were given a leg besides your own.
You mean a third leg? I already have a third leg.
Not the penis bone, Frank. No, I'm saying just out of
Well, are you trying to make him like a tricycle? What are you doing?
No, I'm just out of curiosity. Since his legs are currently removed from his torso, I'm just saying it piqued my curiosity. Do you only have control over your bones, or if other bones somehow become attached? Like for
You gonna rip his legs off?
It just made me curious.
Well, I was imagining that there's just the bones that are magical, and I don't know.
Frank, you gather from previous experiments, I only assume, that you cannot add on to yourself. It's something to do with your spirit taking over one corpse.
Yeah.
To add on to you, strange new bones could have either adverse effects to the magic that holds you together or outright dispel it.
Okay. So I'm not going to touch the body for body parts.
It would take, you would have to like ritually try and attach them to yourselves. You can touch dead bodies, but...
Ain't going to do that.
So you can't do that.
No!
Okay, well, here's the thing, Tabitha. We all accidentally... You just shot that other guy in the face.
Right, because this person you picked up in the street was going to let her call other people liability.
So
are you talking about?
It's
One
cool
guy.
if you kill somebody, but if I kill somebody, it's a big deal.
Guys,
I was underneath the
guys.
water. I couldn't tell that the other guy was dead.
Maybe we should
You
keep it
think-
down. Maybe we should keep it down a little bit.
Frank, we had one person. You were supposed to steal them and then ask information.
Guys, I'm just saying, we all kill
I
people
was
by
underwater. I
accident
didn't know the other guy was
sometimes.
dead. How can you blame me for
It's
this?
not that big of a deal. We'll figure it out.
Give me my legs
But
back.
for right now...
I'm putting it on backwards.
No, that's not. I can fix it myself. What the kind of threat is that?
Wait, can you?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Let's just...
Alright, I'm going to throw him his leg back.
Let's just give him his legs back.
Frank, you have one of your legs.
Frank, just in the future, can you just maybe think if we need to question them before you kill them? It was badass. It was so cool, Frank. I am backing you up. I'm just saying in the future, we need to question one person.
Well, I mean, if sure.
I admit I shot the person because
Yeah,
I'm really
sure.
intense. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hey, sometimes... Look, I get it. You weren't trying to kill that guy. I didn't try to kill that one guy
didn't
with
do
the sword
shit.
that one time.
Okay.
When I accidentally knocked that guy's brains out by accident. It happens.
I forgot
But if we
about
can just give Frank his legs back...
I already
and
gave
move
him a
on.
leg.
I put
Talk
my
to your
leg.
person.
Sorry, can I have my other leg?
Here.
Thank you.
Frank, you can have both legs.
I pull
You
them back
now
up.
have mobility and stand yourself
I'm gonna
up.
go scope the bodies.
Do we need to drag them and hide them?
We could
Where
shove
on
him
to it?
behind some bars and this guy over here in that other tunnel that's the opposite. The one way that we haven't actually gone down, I guess.
This guy.
Yeah.
Or
To the left from
just
earlier.
just a thought. Since there's a dead something, we could just put him in the pool with the dead something.
That makes sense.
And thank you.
Oh,
It will
that's a
seem
much
like the
better
thing
idea
got
than
down.
that.
Yeah.
I like
Everybody
it.
ganging up on me.
So you guys move the bodies to where
Yeah,
they,
over to the
Yeah.
large monster was.
millipede
And can
thing.
I like peruse their body?
It's the same stuff you generally see on these guys. They have robes and
They're crappy swords.
hoods and swords that aren't necessarily at all better than what
Wait.
you have on you.
Did we hear them tell Zara they were coming back?
Yes, they said they were coming back.
But did we hear it?
Mhm.
So we're
They weren't exactly being quiet.
okay. So I'm assuming
We're
there's
on
gonna
the
be
right
a
track.
ton of these
Like a mother
people.
load of
There's gonna be a ton of
something.
these people. So
Yeah.
Well, hey, when you guys were doing that whole deal, I looked down this hallway and it looks like there's another offshoot that is more tunnel, so we can keep on going that way.
let's take it.
Let's go that
All
way.
right.
Okay. You guys are traveling up here?
Yes.
After putting the bodies in the pool.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys put the bodies in the pool. What's our marching order?
You
I'll
should
go.
lead since you look down that way.
Yeah. I'll lead. Swords out, checking for traps.
Perception?
How many hit points do you have now?
I'm back to full right now.
Back to full? Okay, cool.
We're like, wait, Jonah, what's your level?
Right
Yeah.
now, I'm back to full. If somebody with a higher AC than me wanted to go ahead, that'd be fine.
I'll be behind.
But that's at 18 perception.
18? Okay. Boom. Boom.
Wait, that's the offshoot? Oh.
I'll be last.
And
Boom, boom.
how's about we try to sneak forward?
I mean, I don't really have to try.
All right.
Watch me roll one over here.
Oh, God.
13.
15, natural 20.
9, 10, 11.
10.
10.
Remember what I said? Watch me try.
Jeez.
Tabitha's gone. She doesn't exist anymore.
What else is new? Was that
Remember
you
when
submerging yourself in poop water?
No, that was me disappearing.
Oh.
Like,
You're not sure if she's under the water or just spidering across the ceiling.
I don't know.
It's gone.
Could be.
Can I look up at the ceiling every once in a while just to look for more creatures?
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Go ahead and roll perception. You guys are just moving forward?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
golly gee, that's a 5.
Okay, you're looking up there. It's pretty
Sorry.
dark.
I'm at the head with 18.
You step here, you guys step here, you guys step here, you step here.
I want to check around every corner before I actually go
You're good.
around it as well.
You see in front of you, however, a small wire. Just tiny, thin little wire, transparent almost, looks like fishing line, running across the top of the water.
Just step over it.
Wait.
I whisper down.
It looks like it used to be under the water,
Yeah.
and something has changed the water level in
Okay.
here.
I said, wait. Like, just so everybody stops behind me. All right. There's a wire. Should we stand back and cut it, or should we just step
No,
over
just
it?
step over it.
Okay.
Just step
Well, everybody just be very careful stepping over it. I'll step over it.
Okay? As you step over it, your foot finds chink, and from this back wall, you see a small. Make a dex saving throw.
Because, that makes sense.
I have advantage. That first one was a 17. Yeah, so 17. On the
17?
dex save.
Okay. You get your swords up just in time, and actually are able to ting the small dart off to the wall.
I'm going to immediately, hit the deck.
Okay, you do. It doesn't seem that there are any more darts coming out of this one.
Great. Okay, so pressure plate. Watch that.
Great.
It's very tricky. There's a wire, and then there's a... Wow.
That's
This was a well thought out trap.
Yeah, that was pretty smart.
All right.
All right.
Now keep going forward.
Okay. You move into this room. You guys following?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there?
Avoiding
can I
the
see
plate.
anything on this
You
far
step
wall,
on the
or is
plate,
it just
it's
rubble?
not.
Oh, it's already done.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's exhausted. Huh?
Can I see anything on this far wall, or is it just rubble?
It seems to be a collapsed
Okay.
area.
So yeah, I want to check around. Like,
There's a bullfrog.
Just
goodness gracious.
sorry.
All right, I want to look around the corner here, and then
As you turn the corner, you see another shoot off and cistern.
And a cistern. All right, we got one more cistern.
One more sister.
Let's maybe just make sure there's nothing on the ceiling or the walls before we just blatantly jump in.
Yeah, still looking in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does the water level look any different?
No.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Looks very similar to what you've been traveling in.
Great.
You guys are traveling into it?
Yep.
The party makes their way into, as Roarke so put it, one last cistern. And that's where we'll end for tonight.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for listening to The Quest Company. Be sure to give us a like or rate us on iTunes. It's a huge help to us. Check out our YouTube page and follow us on social media at The Quest Company. Also, check us out on Stitcher and Google Play Music and even our YouTube channel. We have all of our episodes up there if those are easier for you to get access to. Please join us again next week for the next adventure of The Quest Company.